The gray energy had just been swallowed by Xiao, immediately transforming into pure energy that surged through his limbs and bones. The purity of this energy seemed even more intense than what Xiao had experienced in his past training, or even when absorbing soul power. However, Xiao soon realized that something seemed to be missing in order to fully absorb this energy. Such dense thunder essence, I wonder if it can help me break through? A trace of doubt flickered in Xiao's heart, but he didn't voice it. Instead, he tightly closed his eyes and focused on absorbing the brilliant thunder essence. At first, the gray thunder essence he swallowed only carried a faint trace of power. Boom, boom. But as time passed, the sound of thunder suddenly erupted from within Xiao's body, gradually echoing throughout the entire gray lake with overwhelming force, shaking the air and terrifying to hear. Only then did Xiao understand. Refining the thunder essence was just the first step. To fully absorb its power, he must withstand the thunder's attacks. This thunder power, imbued with the Thunder Lord's strength, is truly formidable. Xiao couldn't help but feel a trace of confusion in his heart. Clearly, even a slight connection to a power like that of the Thunder Lord would cause one's value to increase exponentially. Absorbing this thunder essence is no easy task. Although you've refined its intelligence and swallowed it, if you can't resist this thunder power, your attempt will ultimately fail. The Devourer of Souls remarked as he watched Xiao's situation. Boom, boom. Just as Xiao sensed unusual movements from the thunder essence within him, massive gray lightning bolts, each 1,000 feet long, suddenly erupted from the gray lake. They tore through the sky and pierced the void, heading straight for Xiao. Such power? Xiao's face turned pale with shock. In the face of such terrifying thunder, even Xiao could not dodge. He could only watch as the lightning struck him. Sacred Flame. Dragon God's first transformation. Xiao didn't hesitate to call out, his voice firm. Whoosh, whoosh. Deep, rumbling thunder sounds echoed as Xiao's body still couldn't withstand the thunder's onslaught. He was forced back, barely managing to remain on his feet. The thunder power controlled by the Thunder Lord is the strongest in the Great Thousand Worlds. So, absorbing her power will not be that simple. You must endure this thunderstorm, or you will fail. Moreover, though this thunder power is mighty, it's also tied to your future qualification to cultivate the Thunder Emperor's sacred codex. After Qifei's complete reincarnation, the Thunder Emperor's sacred codex will suddenly appear in your mind. This thunder power is the foundation for its cultivation, the Devourer of Souls explained, unable to offer much more help. This is tougher than I thought. Xiao suddenly looked up at the increasingly dazzling gray lightning in the sky. He gritted his teeth in frustration. The first bolt had already left him in such a sorry state. What would happen with the next? But after a moment of reflection, he knew he had no choice but to endure, for the sake of the Thunder Emperor's sacred codex. Crash! At that moment, a 1,000-foot-long bolt of gray lightning suddenly howled down from the sky. It resembled a ferocious thunder beast, exuding an unstoppable, violent aura. Damn! Xiao's face turned ashen. Brilliant Qi and sacred flames surged around him, but they were still ineffective. When the massive lightning struck his body, the thunderous sound was accompanied by streams of bright red blood pouring from him. Crash! Before Xiao could even react, another 1,000-foot-long bolt of lightning surged toward him. In an instant, Xiao's body was charred black, and he was thrown into chaos by the relentless thunder. Though battered by the lightning, every time Xiao resisted its onslaught, a little more gray thunder essence was absorbed. With each absorption, the golden glow on Xiao's body became more visible, and his aura began to grow stronger. Golden glow? Is this the sign of Dragon God's second transformation? Xiao, feeling the change within him, couldn't help but feel a surge of excitement. The cultivation of Dragon God's second transformation didn't require any special rare items, so Xiao was puzzled but also intrigued. Crash! The lightning continued to strike. However, this time, Xiao didn't fall into disarray. Roar, roar, roar. The seemingly overwhelming power of the thunder was instantly repelled by the faint golden dragon's roar coming from Xiao, indicating that there was still a gap in strength between the Thunder Lord and the Golden Dragon King. This is the aura of the Dragon Clan? Impossible. The Thunder Lord, who had been stabilizing the reincarnation fluctuations within his body, exclaimed in surprise. Dragon God's second transformation. Dragon's might? In the next moment, the golden light surrounding Xiao exploded outwards, accompanied by a deafening dragon's roar that echoed across the entire lake. The second transformation is so useless. Xiao first felt a sense of joy, but then his face fell into helplessness. It seemed that the Dragon God's second transformation was just too lackluster. The first transformation of the Dragon God had granted Xiao immense physical strength. Under its refinement, his physical power surpassed even that of other experts of the same level. After activating the first transformation, his physical strength had increased dramatically, but the second transformation, in stark contrast, was simply a power called Dragon's Might. After activating the Dragon God's second transformation, Xiao body was filled with an aura that did not belong to a typical Dragon Clan powerhouse like the Golden Dragon King. This aura posed a deadly suppression to all beasts with dragon blood. However, for Xiao at this moment, it was practically useless. Forget it. Since I've broken through to the second transformation of the Dragon God, the third transformation and beyond should be easier. Although he was dissatisfied with the second transformation, Xiao still nodded inwardly. Wait, what is this? Just as Xiao was about to retract his energy, the dazzling thunder essence unexpectedly surged into his body's Do Qi, and all the remaining power rapidly flowed towards his fire-type battle core at a terrifying speed. Under this infusion, Xiao Do Qi within his body suddenly skyrocketed. Perfect 2-star Do Xian. After about an hour, Xiao mouth curled into an eerie smile, and a deep, powerful force gradually spread throughout his body. With that, Xiao absorption of the thunder essence was complete, marking the end of his Dragon God's second transformation and the improvement of his strength to perfect 2-star Do Xian. Sigh. They've been inside the thunder pool for almost a month. Why haven't they come out yet? Inside the thunder pool space, a group of people couldn't help but exchange worried glances. Most of these people had entered the thunder pool themselves, though none of them ventured deep into the core area. After obtaining some benefits, they were forced to retreat when they couldn't withstand the pool's dazzling thunder strikes. The core area of the thunder pool indeed contains some treasures, but it's heavily guarded by powerful restrictions. With our strength, we simply can't get in, said Lu Qing, her bright eyes flashing as she looked up at the floating entrance to the void thunder pool. Even though Lu Qing possessed rare treasures and held a high position within the church, she was currently at a loss in the face of this situation. I hope they succeed. After a helpless shake of her head, Yunqi also murmured softly. At this moment, only 3 figures remained inside the thunder pool: Mu Gu, Xiao, and Duan Qifei. Regardless of who succeeded, it would be a huge help to them. Lord Yun, the area outside the thunder pool has already been completely overrun by evil creatures. This thunder pool is our last refuge. Moreover, we still haven't heard from the experts of Thunder Valley. A popular young man among the crowd spoke up. Don't worry. We'll handle it, Yunqi said reassuringly. Although he didn't want to say too much, seeing the fearful and anxious expressions on the thousands of disciples around him, he couldn't help but offer some comfort. Whom. In the next moment, a figure appeared in midair, its body charred and in a pitiful state. As soon as it appeared, it plummeted downwards like a free fall. Sorry. As the crowd helped the man to his feet, a slightly apologetic voice rang out. Mu Gu, did you fail as well? Yunqi couldn't help but ask. The restrictions in the thunder pool's core area are too strong. Even I couldn't break through, Mu Gu said with a weak voice, struggling to support his exhausted body. Swish, swish. Foolish humans, come out and die. Just as everyone's hearts sank, a deafening voice suddenly echoed from outside the thunder pool. Hua Fei. The group looked up to see countless dark green orbs surrounding a man, his mouth emitting an evil aura as he looked down on them with disdain. So that's where Hua Fei went. He's been controlled by the extraterritorial evil clan. Early 3-star Docian. Yuan Qi's beautiful eyes flickered slightly, a wave of reluctance rising in her heart. Are all humans just cowardly weaklings? After being controlled, Hua Fei's power and temperament had undergone strange changes. He now spoke with an oddly menacing tone, addressing the group hiding within the void thunder pool. Senior sister Yuan Qi, please be cautious. Let's wait until senior brother Xiao Yin and senior sister Duan Qi Fei break through before making any moves, another participant said, noticing the intense turmoil within Yuan Qi. She was one of the strongest among them, after all. A rare tear shimmered in Yuan Qi's eye, but she forcefully held it back. My lord, these people are hiding within the thunder pool. What should we do? Some strong figures, clearly participants controlled by the extraterritorial evil clan, spoke up, looking to Hua Fei for orders. Attack the thunder pool, Hua Fei replied. After a brief moment of thought, his voice dripping with malice. But the thunder pool is filled with thunderous power that would disintegrate our subordinates. Someone else protested. At all costs, attack the thunder pool. Hua Fei suddenly roared in anger. Yes, my lord. As the supreme ruler of the evil forces, no one dared disobey him. Despite the heavy losses they would incur from the thunder pool's power, it didn't matter anymore. Boom, boom, boom. In the next moment, dark blue beams of light rushed forward relentlessly, as participants sacrificed their lives to break through the thunder pool's defenses. Whoosh, whoosh. As the evil energy touched the edge of the thunder pool, powerful silver lightning burst forth, instantly erasing everything in its path. This won't work. While the thunder pool's power is immense, it will eventually be exhausted by these evil forces. When that happens, it will be our end. Let's fight back together. Lu Qing coldly snorted as she sensed the evil force's intentions. She immediately ordered, Attack! Thunder sonic explosion. Shui Teng. Feng Ying. Strong ripples of energy surged from the many powerful figures gathered around the thunder pool. They didn't dare hold back in the slightest, fighting with everything they had to protect the last line of defense. Humph! At this moment, a mighty thunderous sound filled the thunder pool, emanating a terrifying aura. What is this? Hua Fei, standing outside the thunder pool, felt a shock run through him. Even the evil energy within his body trembled under the sudden, thunderous sound. Qi Fei, young miss of the Valley Master. As the sound resonated through the void thunder pool, the gazes of thousands of participants immediately fixed upon the pool's entrance. This fluctuation, it worked. At that moment, the figure of the Nether Spirit Thunder Flood Dragon Elder slowly materialized. Senior Lei Xiao. Xiao Yin and Duan Qi Fei's figures flashed out from the void thunder pool, stopping high in the sky. Your fluctuations really are? The Nether Spirit Thunder Flood Dragon Elder could not help but show a hint of satisfaction, although it didn't fully understand that they were guarding the remnant soul of the Thunder Lord. Renowned across the great thousand worlds, it could tell that Duan Qi Fei was much different from before. Xiao Yin, leave this place to you. Duan Qi Fei glanced at Xiao Yin, a hint of apology in her eyes. Sacred flame. Xiao Yin snorted. The dazzling yellow light of the sacred flame instantly enveloped the entire thunder pool. Senior, take me to the Forbidden Land. At that moment, special patterns flashed on Duan Qi Fei's forehead. She closed her eyes slightly and spoke to the Nether Spirit Thunder Flood Dragon Elder. Let's go together. After all, we made a promise to that senior, and we cannot break it. Xiao Yin smiled faintly, his voice calm and reassuring. Let's go together. Xiao Yan's gentle yet firm tone warmed Duan Qi Fei's heart. But the thunder pool is now surrounded on all sides. One of us must stay behind to protect it. Though Duan Qi Fei longed to have Xiao Yin accompany her, she soon reconsidered. With nearly 1,000 lives in their hands, she couldn't let personal desires cloud the greater responsibility. Don't worry, you two go ahead. Even if it costs us the very last ounce of our strength, we will protect this final haven and await your return. The next moment, Feng Yu, Mu Gu, and the others voiced their determination. Though they lacked the ability to face the challenges ahead, They would give everything to safeguard this place, pinning their hopes on the two individuals before them. Hehe, you can rest assured and go. Since the item in the Void Thunder Pool has been taken, my mission is complete. While you venture into the forbidden grounds, I will guard this pool for you. The Elder Nether Spirit Thunder Flood Dragon said with a pleased tone, his voice resonating with a rare sense of solemnity. With me here, these evil ones shall not run rampant, the Elder added, his words carrying an awe-inspiring weight. In that case, we are deeply grateful, Senior, Xiao Yin and Duan Qifei said in unison. With such a formidable presence guarding the Void Thunder Pool, it would remain safe. Prepare yourselves then. It's time to begin. There have been troubling ripples emanating from the forbidden grounds, the Elder suddenly said with a grave expression. Understood. Xiao Yin gave a slight nod, knowing full well the weight of this mission. Wong Wong Wong. Thunder Path. The Elder gestured forcefully toward the Void Thunder Pool, and a gray passage began to take shape, connecting to the true core of the Thunder Tomb. As soon as it materialized, waves of overwhelming energy surged out, sending shivers down anyone's spine. Let's go. Xiao Yin and Duan Qifei exchanged glances and stepped directly into the passage. It's all up to you now, the Elder murmured softly as he watched their figures disappear. His voice carried an undertone of hope. Wait a moment, something about their strength seems unusual. Perfect 2-star Dosians? Mugu exclaimed as the duo vanished. He had only just noticed their astounding power when they activated their Do Qi to enter the passage. It was beyond his initial expectations. Wong Wong Wong. Deep within the Thunder Tomb, a realm shrouded in eternal darkness loomed. The space was void of energy or life, engulfed in a stifling evil that seemed capable of consuming everything. Yet, amidst the darkness, a single streak of silver lightning held its ground, resolutely keeping the encroaching darkness at bay, guarding the last vestige of light. Master, what should we do now? Amidst the darkness, 3 shifting shadows flickered before one of them spoke. This wretched being, even in death, he remains troublesome. With our current strength, it's impossible to dismantle his protective barrier. After all, this individual was a bona fide 5-star Dosian, Phantom Venerable muttered, his voice tinged with frustration. The 3 figures, shrouded in black robes, concealed their forms completely. They were none other than Phantom Mirage, Phantom Venerable, and Mirage Venerable, the strongest figures of the Phantom Mirage clan, all at the level of 4-star Dosian. Phantom Mirage's eyes glowed eerily with 2 hues, spectral cyan and a sinister green, while Phantom Venerable's eyes burned an ominous emerald, and Mirage Venerable shone with a ghostly cyan. Together, their auras exuded an unsettling power. What this guardian protects must be extraordinary. After all, he was Duan Tianhong's master. Back then, Duan Tianhong was a powerless man. Yet, after leaving the Thunder Tomb, he gained unimaginable strength. There must be a connection, Phantom Venerable speculated, his emerald eyes glinting with malevolence. Duan Tianhong's strength reached the level of a 5-star Dosian. If we can't uncover the secret behind his power, even combining our forces won't be enough to defeat him, Mirage Venerable added, his tone grim as the eerie cyan energy radiated from his body, making the dark realm even more sinister. For now, we wait. If there's no other choice, we'll have to act forcefully. Though doing so might draw the attention of the higher-ups in Duandao Thunder Valley, it's a risk we may have to take, Phantom Mirage said. His dual-colored eyes gleamed, painting the shadows with a strange, oppressive glow. Wong Wong Wong. Suddenly, 2 beams of light pierced through the darkness, shooting directly toward the core where the silver lightning resided. Boom boom boom. Phantom Venerable reacted swiftly, his eyes narrowing as he tried to intercept the mysterious energy. However, an overwhelming pressure of unparalleled strength surged forth, far beyond his capacity to resist. What's happening? Mirage Venerable asked, startled. Someone must have entered the tomb, Phantom Venerable replied with difficulty, sensing the might of the intruder. Bang! 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 The 2 figures who had entered the tomb broke free from the shackles of darkness and rushed further into the tomb. Are you all right? Xiao Yin had just sensed 3 extremely powerful evil auras. His sacred flame quickly began to swirl within him. However, just as he was about to make a move, Duan Qifei got there first. Swish, swish. I'm fine. Duan Qifei's beautiful eyes shifted slightly, but sweat beads clearly appeared on her smooth forehead. It was evident that using the power of reincarnation to resist the extreme evil of the extraterritorial evil clan had placed a heavy burden on her. Next time, leave this kind of thing to me. Xiao Yin couldn't help but shake his head helplessly as he glanced at Duan Qifei's strong-willed nature. He sensed that every time she called upon the power of reincarnation, something within her body seemed to be slowly taking over her. And once that thing fully took shape, the Thunder Lord would likely awaken. By then, Duan Qifei might no longer be the same as she was now. After resting for a moment, Duan Qifei gently nodded. She knew Xiao Yin meant well. Where is this place? Xiao Yin scanned his surroundings. He saw a hill, with numerous angular tombstones and graves rising from it. All the tombstones bore the same thunder character, but from them, Xiao Yin felt an overwhelming masculine force. This should be the resting place of the powerful beings from the eastern continent throughout the ages. Duan Qifei surveyed the area before slowly standing up. Looking at the vast tomb area, which spanned nearly 1,000 meters, she couldn't help but murmur to herself. The resting place of the powerful beings from the eastern continent? Xiao Yin was surprised and couldn't help but ask. The eastern continent was a fertile land under the ferocious soul domain, where the majority of the powerful beings ranged from 1-star Docian to 5-star Docian. Just in terms of the number and quality of strong cultivators, it was far superior to the realm Xiao Yin had previously been in, the mystic 3 heavens. In ancient times, Yin's Soul Heaven was one of the battlegrounds between the Ghost Realm and the extraterritorial evil clan. Back then, Yin's Soul Heaven hadn't fractured, nor was it unified yet. It wasn't until later, when a powerful being named Lei Hong, the Thunder Emperor, emerged. With his unparalleled thunder power and 5-star Docian strength, he eradicated many of the extraterritorial evil clan. Along with 3 other equally powerful experts, he split Yin's Soul Heaven into 4 continents. Duan Qifei's beautiful eyes kept scanning the tombstones. As the reincarnator of the Thunder Lord, she was particularly sensitive to the power of thunder and could perceive things Xiao Yin couldn't. Lei Hong, the Thunder Emperor? 5-star Docian? Xiao Yin gasped. Clearly, such a powerhouse was not only an overwhelming existence in the Ghost Realm, but even in the Great Thousand Worlds, anyone from such a level would be an immensely strong figure. Moreover, from Duan Qifei's words, it seemed there were other beings of similar strength to Lei Hong within Yin's Soul Heaven. According to the Thunder Lord's memories, Lei Hong's mastery of thunder power was incredibly profound. Although not on the same level as the Thunder Lord, he was still one of the most powerful beings in the Great Thousand Worlds. Moreover, this person seems to have been my father's teacher? At that moment, the reincarnation patterns on Duan Qifei's forehead began to squirm, and waves of memories, like a tide, flooded her mind. But the last piece of information left her utterly confused. According to Duan Qifei's knowledge, her father had gained tremendous power from Thunder Valley, so what connection did Lei Hong have to that? And if there was no connection, the memory wave triggered by the reincarnation should not have deceived her. What was going on? Can you locate him? Xiao Yin asked, still surprised but now speaking with urgency. Currently, the Thunder Tomb was filled with chaos from the Phantom Mirage clan, with no way in or out. It seemed that the higher-ups of the Thunder Valley were unaware of this, and with the Phantom Mirage clan and Phantom Venerable watching from the sidelines, if they couldn't find the Thunder Emperor's tomb and a solution, they would all likely be buried here. After all, the 3 4-star Docian level members of the extraterritorial evil clan, though Xiao Yin could barely hold off one, could easily kill the others. I should be able to. Duan Qifei's beautiful eyes flickered with a glint of intelligence. Thunder. By my spirit, guide me. Boom, boom. As Duan Qifei made her move, silver lightning began to surge slowly from the tombstones across the entire hilltop cemetery. It then formed a path of silver lightning before them, leading straight to the peak of the hill. There, the void and the tombstones became eerily illusory, with strands of heavenly pressure slowly spreading out. "This is bad. My lord, someone has detected the tomb of Emperor Lei Hong, and the tomb is opening." In the next moment, the phantom venerable outside the tomb was the first to speak, his voice filled with fear. Though they couldn't enter the tomb, they could use certain methods to try and stop them. The power of Emperor Lei Hong and Duan Tianhong were both at the level of a 5-star Do Xian, but without a doubt, Emperor Lei Hong's power far surpassed Duan Tianhong's by a wide margin. "We can't let them succeed. We must stop them." Upon hearing this, Phantom Mirage's eerie blue and emerald green pupils flashed with two strange lights, their glow filled with an extreme evil aura, as though they could easily destroy anything in their path. The Master's power is truly terrifying. Sensing the dazzling dual powers on Phantom Mirage, the Phantom Venerable and Mirage Venerable nearby couldn't help but shake their heads. Phantom Mirage possessed both the powers of the Phantom Venerable and the Mirage Venerable. They, in turn, had only inherited one of Phantom Mirage's powers. The two evil forces, blue and emerald green, seemed to emanate from Phantom Mirage's very being. "Let's go. The tomb should be atop the hill. As long as we enter, we'll surely discover the key to breaking this impasse." After saying this, Duan Qifei smiled faintly as she looked at the path of lightning forming on the hilltop cemetery. It seemed that, somewhere deep inside, she felt that the tomb of Emperor Lei Hong held many secrets she wanted to uncover. Wait. The next moment, a beam of eerie blue energy suddenly appeared in the cemetery. Without a second thought, Xiao Yin grabbed Duan Qifei's jade-like hand and, without concern for her feelings, flew off, his figure shifting rapidly. The blue energy beam that had just appeared was like a savage beast, erupting with a terrifyingly evil aura as it sped toward Xiao Yin and Duan Qifei. It was clear that if such a powerful attack struck them, their combined strength wouldn't be enough to avoid serious injury. Rumble. What is that? Duan Qifei quickly reacted, her forehead crackling with vibrant lightning as she realized the situation. It seemed that this was their only option now. "Leave it to me." Seeing Duan Qifei about to activate the reincarnation token again, Xiao Yin immediately stopped her. "But this power is too overwhelming," Duan Qifei said, her voice soft with concern. Regardless of their relationship, she didn't want to see Xiao Yin fall. "This power? It's nothing." Xiao Yan's voice was deep as he gently spoke. His body suddenly became blazing hot, a circle of yellow flames radiating from him. Sacred flame power? The Phantom Mirage, who was outside the tomb, felt the dazzling fire on Xiao Yan's body and was momentarily stunned. The figure hidden beneath the black robe revealed a look of surprise. Boom, boom. The yellow flames enveloped Xiao Yan's fist, which then struck out with no unnecessary flourish. His punch collided directly with the eerie blue beam, attempting to annihilate it. "The sacred flame is powerful, but your strength is too weak," Phantom Mirage sneered, dismissing Xiao Yan's attack. "Well, then today shall be the day we suppress the sacred flame in Emperor Lei Hong's tomb." With that, Phantom Mirage stopped paying attention to the thunderous power coming from within the tomb and instead unleashed a powerful technique, trying to wipe out Xiao Yin completely. Boom, boom. "This energy feels so familiar," a voice echoed as the ground trembled. "Just a mere king of the extraterritorial evil clan dares to try and erase someone from my great thousand worlds? A fool's dream." In the next instant, countless bolts of lightning erupted from the tombstones atop the hill. They converged at the peak, forming a vague, ethereal figure. The figure's voice was deep and ancient, reverberating with a sense of awe.